Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get onto the battle between tape and glue, if you're new around here and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It will help grow this community, it will help other people find these videos. If you wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up as well, I'm going to try and get 30 likes on this video. If you're new to hair systems and you think, this might look good on me, why not check out LaVividHair.com, 15% off a discount I've negotiated with them, Adam15 in their discount code box. On their website, it will save you $50, $60 on a hair system. You can use it as many times as you like as well. Now, if you are new to wearing hair systems, you're thinking about it, you will probably have heard of tape and you probably have heard of glue, and you probably will not be certain which one to use or which one is most appropriate for the hair system you've got or the hair system you're thinking of buying. Well, let's cut to the chase here. There is no right answer. However, I'm going to lay out the pros and cons of each one and whether it might even work better if you use both of them at the same time on your hair system. Now, if we're looking at bases, let's start with poly. Poly is generally the most popular hair system base nowadays. In my experience of 6 years almost of wearing hair systems, in my experience, glue seems to work better with polys. You tend to get a better hold, it's less likely to tear the base of the system, and you're not at risk of destroying the base. Now, why do I say you could be at risk of destroying the base with glue? I'll talk about that in a second when we discuss it on lace. So when you attach tape to a poly base system, it sticks pretty hard. And because it sticks pretty hard, it means it's pretty hard to get off the base when you're doing a clean and rebond. And I've torn at least 3 to 4 hair systems, poly hair systems, where I've put tape on and I've tried to get it off and it's stuck so hard that it's actually torn the base. And I'm like, there goes a 200, 300 quid system. And that's why I don't like it. It comes with a high level of risk. And no matter how skilled you are with hair systems, you can still tear a poly by attaching lace to it. So I just don't recommend it. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just not necessarily recommending it. My channel is all about saving you guys money. So I don't want you guys losing money unnecessarily. I want to save you guys money. Now let's talk about lace bases. Now for me, I've found that lace tends to get on better with tape than it does with poly. That's because a lace base is more robust and it doesn't stick as firmly to the base. The tape doesn't stick as firmly to the lace base. It sticks hard enough that it will stay on your head, but it doesn't stick so hard that it's likely to tear the base. It might do if you're wearing a Swiss lace, which is the most delicate of lace bases, but I'd be surprised if it was a French lace or anything thicker than that. Those systems are fairly robust and a tape is unlikely to tear them. It is likely to tear a poly, especially if it's an ultra thin skin. Now, I mentioned earlier in this video that with glue, it can actually destroy a lace base. Now, what do you mean, Ad? What I mean is that if you put glue on a lace base, it will attach to the lace base and it will damage the lace base and it won't come off. So I strongly urge you, unless you want to waste a hair system, do not apply glue directly to a lace base if you have lace. Please don't do that. It will ruin the base and you'll need to chuck it away. What you can do, and you can use glue with lace, put it on your scalp. Put the glue on your scalp and make sure it's cured. I always say, like with Ghost Bond or pretty much with any glue, leave it for 7 minutes. I put on 4 layers of this and then I let it cure for 7 minutes. And you want to make sure it's clear. It's clear on your scalp. When it's clear on your scalp, that means it's cured and you can put the lace on. It will not destroy the lace if it's cured on your scalp. So really important thing to remember. Of course, the problem is clean up. So when you're cleaning up with glue, it can get messy. It doesn't get anywhere near as messy with lace. So if you're looking for convenience and you've got a lace base, use tape. You can use, as I said, this kind of tape. You can use strips. And I feel like an absolute hypocrite talking about strips because I used to be really against ultra hold. It didn't used to get on with my skin and I found that the bond was too hard. But in the last year or so, I gave it another go and it's almost like my skin has adjusted to it. My skin maybe is less sensitive. So apologies for being a hypocrite, but I think it's actually a really good tape. It lasts about 2 to 3 weeks, and the cleanup is minimal. So if you're looking for convenience and a good hold,